All right, time to get started. See what kind of fish we can get out here today, guys. I'm going to start with some night crawlers and a little bit of marshmallow. Get them to float. Get this one out there. Looking good. Kind of don't think it has to be out that far. I'm going to put it out like right about there. Put the other one up. We're going to rig this one up with some power bait. With the good stuff, the new stuff. See what we get a bite on first, right, guys? Put this one off over to the right a little bit so we don't get them crossed over. Let's make sure she floats. Oh, my bad. Good. I was out there kind of deep. Should do it. All right. I think that one's on the bottom now. There's a good variety of fish in this lake. We've got rainbow trout, brown trout, and lake trout. What's happening, everybody? How we doing? Wish me luck, guys. Noah, Lima, Tom. Chia. What's happening? Thank you guys for being here. You know, it looks cold, but I got to take my jacket off. All right. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're up there at Donner Lake, and it is absolutely gorgeous here. And there's some great trout fishing. So hopefully we get a nice fat trout. I better put my net together before we get a bite and end up losing him. All right. We'll put this guy right here in the middle. So he's ready. All right, we're all set now. All set, guys. All right, thank you all for being here. Sandy, Ethan, Chavez, what's happening, brother? Appreciate you guys being here with me. Yeah, there's some big trout in this lake. If we get lucky here, should get a nice trophy trout. But you know, I'd be happy with a couple of 12-inch rainbows. But it would be great to get you know, a nice 5-pound lake trout, you know. There's some big lake trout in here. This is Donner Lake, California, up on the top of the mountains, up on the top of the summit. Trying to keep an eye on the rods, guys, but if you see them wiggle, let me know. This is an interactive deal here. If you see those fish, those rods start bouncing, say something. I'm trying to keep an eye on them the best I can, but sometimes they get away from you, you know. Sometimes you don't see the first nibble. Yes, sir. I'm trying to keep an eye on them. Thank you for the happy face, guys. Yeah, no. How you doing, Robert, today? Ruth Ann, how are you today? Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, this is a beautiful place. We're up here at Donner Lake, Northern California. Tennessee Blacksmith, what's happening? Yeah, we're up. This is the top of the mountain in California. Just a short ways away from Lake Tahoe. We got good rainbow trout fishing, some brown trout, and Mackinac trout, or otherwise known as lake trout. So there's some good trout fishing here. I don't come up here often, but I wanted to go somewhere where I didn't go every day, you know, and I got good reception because there's good signal here. I know that. I've been here before. And you're born in San Diego. All right, Tennessee. Good to know. I was born in Ventura County, Tennessee. You probably know where that's at. So yeah, the trout fishing here is pretty dang good. And the views are better. Yeah, it's a nice place to hang out, man. Better place to catch some big fish. The water's super clean here. So any fish you do catch, escondido, huh? All right. Good to know, brother. Yeah, you know, I've caught some nice trout out of this lake over the years. Caught some nice trout out of this lake over the years. Nothing giant though, but I know there is some really big trout in here. Great to catch a personal best today and get you know, a nice hefty trout, hefty rainbow. I know they are in here. Yeah, it's surprisingly warm here right now. I mean, you can see the snow on the mountains, but the sun is just great. I had to take my jacket off. It is a great place to fish. It's cold over there in Tennessee right now. I'll tell you what, where I live, down the mountain from here, it's colder than it is here because there's fog that's setting over the top of us down in the little valleys and stuff. And so you come up here to the mountaintop where the snow is, it's actually warmer because the sun is hitting you. So the sun warms you up. Now I could feel a cold, brisk air blowing up on me. If it was windy, I'd probably be freezing. But because the sun is able to just kind of warm me up where I'm sitting here, very, very nice. Very nice. Wish me luck, guys. Everybody wish me luck. 43 degrees Fahrenheit. It's probably like about 60 here right now, which is about 10, 15 degrees warmer than where I was at this morning, where I'm at my house. Although I can feel that cold air coming down towards me, but the sun's keeping me nice and warm right now. Yeah, I got this new tripod. My wife got me. I wanted to try it out. Ooh, 22 degrees. Where are you at? Oh no, but you're not Fahrenheit. Hey, brother. How you doing? I don't know. I like the name. No fish. We just got started about 10 minutes ago. So yeah, we're hoping to get a nice fat lake trout or rainbow trout or maybe a brown trout. All right. Very cool. Just woke up. I've got a floating night crawler with a marshmallow and a power bait. Terry B, what's happening? I'm up in the mountains today. Thank you for subscribing, man. I really do. We're still working towards 1,000. All right. I'll check out your channel. I dig blacksmithing. I'm a aspiring welder. You know, I do acetylene oxygen in my spare time. I got a nice little welding kit, and if something breaks, you know, I'll weld it up myself. So that's kind of cool. All right, we got 20 likes already. Thank you guys so much. Mr. Don't Know. Yeah, waiting for that big trout to bite, guys. I feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna happen. That's always nice. You got a bass pond or a bass lake nearby your home. I don't have it right by my house, but within a 10-minute drive, I can get to a good bass lake and some catfish. There's some decent trout fishing within a short drive of my house, but I just wanted to come do something different today. And fish Donner Lake. So we're up here on the top of the summit, and hoping we catch some high mountain rainbows, high mountain trout in your creek, huh? Creek bass. Those are usually a little more sturdy, you know. They're more athletic from swimming against the current, you know. All right. Thank you. I want to just say thank you to everybody that's liked the stream. We're getting off to a really good start. Thank you guys so much. If you just joined, we're up here on Donner Lake up in Northern California. I'm sure you guys have all heard of the Donner Party. At least maybe not everybody has, but the Donner Party was a group of pioneers that came up over the Sierras, and they got stuck in a winter storm, and they got trapped right here on the lake. And they got trapped right here on this lake, and most of them died. They froze to death. But before they all froze to death, it was a really horrible story. They started cannibalizing each other. And it's kind of like it's a factual thing. You can look it up. The Donner Party, what happened to them? There's like a museum kind of dedicated over at the state campground. So the thing was, the local Native American Indian tribes sent some guys down here to tell them how to fish the lake, because the lake was a good place to fish. And so they could survive through the winter, right? But they killed the natives and ate them. And so they ended up starving to death. Isn't that a horrific story? So it happened. Right here, it's about a little before 1 o'clock. A little before 1 o'clock. Hunter, it's 3:40 where you're at. Yeah, it's a beautiful place, right? Those Heart's Eyes. Saving Grace Outdoors. What's happening? 9:42 Saturday there, huh? Well, you're on the other side of the world. Yeah, though, this is a great place to fish. Donner Lake, that's correct. You're out in New Zealand, huh? Ooh. It's 2:42 p.m. Yeah, you're a few hours ahead of me, Tennessee. Yeah, I got to check out your channel. I want to learn how to blacksmith from you. I think about doing that sometimes, just making because there's a lot of old horseshoes out here, because back in the old days there was a lot of horses here, and there's stockpiles of them around. And I see people making stuff out of them from time to time. I thought that would be a cool thing to learn how to do, make like door handles out of horseshoes and stuff. And then with my welding, I figure, I could learn how to weld things together that were blacksmith shaped. That would be kind of a cool complementary skill. Nice. I got to check that out. Make some videos, bro. Make some videos. Yeah, so one time I came to this lake to learn how to scuba dive. And we went scuba diving here. And the bottom of this lake is just covered in crayfish. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of crayfish in this lake. That's an interesting thing to see. And there was some big trout swimming around, real big trout. I didn't see a whole bunch of them, but there was some big ones. Down about 45 feet. No luck yet, brother. Thank you for asking. Wish me luck. We've only been here for about 19 minutes, so we got to be patient. We got to be patient if we want to catch some big trout. But I am patient. I'm a patient man, so We're going to be here for a while, and we're going to see what we can catch. A rebar knife. Cool, man. That's awesome. What am I using for bait? We have a night crawler with a marshmallow to float it off the bottom on the far line, the white fishing rod. And the closer rod has power bait on it. Come on, fish. That's right, brother. I almost forgot. Come on, fish. As soon as I get monetized and I can have like t-shirts or hats, I'm going to put that on something and put that in the store. I want to have hats that say, come on, fish. Thank you, Terry B. Appreciate you. Come on, fish. Yeah, hopefully we catch some big trout here. The water gets deep pretty fast. Normally there's like these docks you can sit on and fish here. But the water is down low and the docks are all the way up out of the water. So like 30, yeah, almost there, huh? Yeah, we're doing good today. This is a good start to a live stream. Yes, we're up in the mountains. We're up in Donner Summit. This is Donner Lake. A booty warrior. Okay. Yeah, we're up in the mountains and we're fishing for rainbow trout, brown trout, lake trout up here on Donner Lake. There's some really good trout fishing up here. And I'm just hoping we can get a nice one. Just want to thank everybody for being here. I appreciate everybody supporting the channel, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much. It's been a little bit since I did a live stream. It's been like about a week. And I just figured, it's time to get back out here. So Australia, thank you, bro, for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. Yeah. No, this is a beautiful day. There's a real few high overcast clouds, but mostly, as you can see in the stream there, mostly it's just a clear blue sky and no boots. But we're just waiting for a big fish to bite. I'm not sure what that's all about. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get some big trout. I feel like something's going to bite soon. I feel like something's going to bite soon. I can see my breath. So it's pretty chilly out here. Just the sun hitting me keeps me warm. Big ones. Yeah, there's some big trout in here. There's some big I call them Mackinaw because that's what I grew up calling them. But most people know them as lake trout, Lakers. There's some big lake trout in this lake. And there's also some big brown trout, some nice rainbows also. So hopefully we get the big one, guys. Stay with me. Check out the lake. And there's these docks I was talking about that are up out of the water right now. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Yes, sir. Waiting for these big trout to bite. We've got a night crawler. Am I black or white? What do you think? Take a guess. I am not thin. I am mixed race. Part Native American, part European, part Pacific Islander, and a little bit African. Iberian Coast. Yeah, right? It's about fishing, right? That's right, brothers. It's about fishing. We're here to fish, guys. Here to catch a big, fat trout. That's right. Everyone can fish. Yeah, there's trout in here. We're trout fishing today. So we got, I've said it a bunch of times, but I'm just going to say it one more time. There's lake trout, rainbow trout, there's brown trout in here. There's even brook trout in here. So we've got a very good assortment of fish in this lake. Thank you. I respect all of you guys for being here. The only thing I ask is we try and keep it kind of clean, because I do try and make it to where kids can watch the stream without, their parents getting upset about the conversation or anything like that. Awesome. I actually get about 15% of my viewers from India. Yeah. Scottish. All right. Oh, on the locks, huh? Like where the I've seen those. I've seen the locks you guys got out there. Yeah, we're fishing for rainbow trout out here today, guys. Lake trout, brown trout, whichever one bites. All right. I'm watching. Yeah, we're moving on up today, man. A lot of likes today. Well, you know something I realized about fishing and live streaming is the deal with fishing and live streaming is it's visual. So thank you for subscribing, man. I really do appreciate that. It's a visual thing. So the more beautiful places that I can go fish, the more people like it more. That's one of the reasons I'm up here today. Because it's a video, right? We're live streaming, and catching a lot of fish is great, and I'm here to try to do that. Hey, soul friends. I'm here to try and catch a lot of fish, but I have to do it in a visually stimulating location, right? Or it doesn't help out that much. Oh, I just saw a fish jump out in the middle of the lake. What is the temp here? It's about 65 degrees. It's nice. Yeah, we got to keep an eye on the rod tips, guys. If anybody sees them start bouncing, you say something. Chicken gizzards? It depends. For catfish, maybe even for bass. But trout, I'm not sure. Mash Butler, thank you. So, friends, I hope your day at work goes very well. So I have a night crawler with a marshmallow on the rod with the white rod, and then power bait on the darker colored rod. So we've got two baits out there, and we're just kind of waiting for one of them to pop off. It's good so far. That's excellent, sweetheart. What lake am I at? I am at Donner Lake in Northern California. Where am I? Yeah, we're at Donner Lake. It was actually shorter to get to Donner Lake. I Googled it. It was shorter to get to Donner Lake than it was to Bullard's Bar. So I thought, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm going for it. No bites yet, man. I'm very lucky, huh? Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate that. It's always good to hear that, you know? API of your place of stay, please. I don't think I can do that. You have to go back to work. I love you too, sweetheart. Have a good day. I'll see you after work. Ooh, okay. Silver Meps. Yeah, they work. It works. I can't. I'm not going to check that out right now. Sorry, buddy. The brown trout in this lake are pretty finicky. I got to be honest. Sour worms, huh? It's night where you're at. Good afternoon, Glen. You probably could drink the water out of the lake. I wouldn't advise it, but it's super clean. Hey, buddy. True helper. It's a gorgeous spot. This place is wonderful. 8 a.m., huh? It's 12:59 here. It is gorgeous and peaceful here. It's one of the most beautiful places in all of Northern California, all of California. Light blue, what's happening, bro? We're waiting for some big fish to bite. Waiting for some big fish. Where am I? I am at Donner Lake, California. Up on the top of the mountains. About 7,200 foot elevation. Way up here today. Oh, thank you. Amazing voice, huh? I think that's the first time anybody's ever told me that. Well, not the first. Very clear water. It is. The water here is amazing. It's almost as clear as Lake Tahoe, but not quite as clear as Lake Tahoe. Not quite. It is a beautiful place, though. It's relatively easy for me to get here. You fished for 40 years. That's good, man. Yeah, the sky on the water, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Yes, this is the lake. I told the Donner Party story a little while ago when the stream first started. I do fly fish for trout. I'm doing good, Costa. Angie man. What fish are there? Snap. No, we're fishing for lake trout, rainbow trout, brown trout, maybe a brook trout. They're all in here. It's very, very beautiful place. Super calm, super relaxing. And the fish are going to bite eventually. I think. I hope. Thank you all for being here, guys. I appreciate everybody for being here with me. I want to just say thank you to everybody that's liked the stream, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so much. We're going to be here for at least another hour, so don't go anywhere. Stick with me, guys. You know, I have definitely cooked on my streams, but not in a while. It would be nice to do a catch and cook. An OZ? Oh, your trout. Our trout are hard to get in there. Well, the trout aren't necessarily easy to get here, but sometimes it's great. Sometimes the trout fishing is really hot, and you pick up a bunch. At the fire before you fish. Oh, Australia is OZ. Okay. Yeah, I guess, huh? It's a kind of a warm place. Trout like cold water. But I would imagine there's a few cold water streams that have some nice trout. We're trying to get the fish. Come on, fish! We're trying to get them, man. Ronnie, we're trying to get the fish. Come on, fish. Yeah, they grow bigger in deep cold water. It's true. And this is a deep lake. Trout's my favorite freshwater fish to eat. What's happening, Trina Torres? Yeah, are trout an introduced species in Australia, or were they naturally there? That's a good question. Fair rock trout. No, I don't know what a fair rock trout is. This is in Northern California, Ronnie. This is Donner Lake, California, right near Interstate 80. Beware of the snakes. Not here. There's no snakes up at this high elevation. No snakes. Too cold. They don't live here. They don't make it. Yeah. Deep, cold water. Brown trout turns cannibalistic, huh? Well, they're definitely in here. Yeah. Don't always catch, but people will still watch. Oh, yeah? Where are you from, Ronnie? Where's the secret spot at that you're talking about? Tell me where your secret spot is. I'm joking, man. Idaho. Okay. Yeah, there's great trout fishing up there. Yeah. I see a couple trout jumping here and there. Aussie. Just waiting for one of these fish to bite, you know? No big catfish, huh? Well, I've caught some big catfish on my streams. If you check out some of my shorts, you'll see some big catfish. Not like the southern cats where they're like 200 pounds or 100 some pounds, but like I get big channel cats. So a big channel cat's like, I think the last big one I caught, I didn't weigh it, but it was approaching 20 pounds. Let's go. Mahadev. All right. Waiting for a big fish to bite. Come on, fish. Okay. Yeah, I get some nice catfish. They are fun to catch, man. That last big one I caught, man, he was peeling line off the rod. He just peeled line off the rod. Yeah, if you haven't seen that video, go back and check out my channel. It's one of the last videos that I posted. Not a short, but just a regular video. It's like the whole fish fight. Yeah, I love catching big catfish. But I don't eat them that much unless they come out of a real clean lake. And unfortunately, most of the lakes nearby my home that have catfish in it aren't that clean. So I don't generally keep them. So I come fishing for trout to catch, table fare, eating fish at a place like this where the water's super clean. And if I can catch trout in a lake like this, I'll keep them because I know it's very good eating, high quality fish. Okay, it's starting to get a little cold now, guys. Whew. Some clouds blocked out that sun for a little bit, and I can feel it. All right, we're up to 50 likes, guys. Thank you all so much. You have channel cats in the river and the canals. Yeah, they're fun to catch, man. Whew. Barrel Rock reached 30 pounds. That's a big trout. So we got a lake over those mountains. You can see those snow-capped mountains in the distance there. There's a lake out over there, past that out in the desert. Because believe it or not, you go over those mountains, you go out into the desert. I'm starting to get a little cold. The sun got blocked out there for a minute. When the sun's out, it's nice. But you go over those mountains off in the distance there, you go out to the desert, and the high mountain desert, right? And out there's a lake called Pyramid Lake, Nevada. And there's giant cutthroat trout that get to be a good 25 pounds. It's a special breed of Lahontan cutthroat trout. They just get enormous. Well, that's all right. Good for you, brother. It's a sport, you know. I don't keep hardly any of the catfish. I don't really keep any of the bass. I don't keep bluegill. If I catch crappie, I'll eat some crappie. If I catch trout, rainbow trout, I usually keep the rainbow trout. If I think it's a native or a steelhead, I'll usually release it. But if it's a hatchery rainbow, I'll just keep it because I know, you know, it's from the hatchery. It's not like it's a wild fish. Stay strong and relaxed. I will do that, brother. Thank you for the encouragement. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Luck or technique? I think persistence matters more. I think persistence is the key. I think technique is highly important. So when I do live streams, I usually bait fish so I can sit and talk with the people, with all you folks. But when I'm not live streaming, I'll use a lot of lures, and that, you know, requires technique, right? So, and I've done a few videos on how to use different bass lures to get bass to bite, and my hula popper lures, night crawler videos, or not night crawler, rubber worm videos. Those are all. It's all important to learn the technique to use those lures, and even for trout fishing. Like if you're gonna throw Castmasters, there's a technique to using Castmasters in the river. And there's a technique to using bait too. You can't just, you got to know what you're doing. Like if you're going to use bait, you have to know how to rig it up properly, right? So the bait is presented in a manner that the fish will want to eat, you know, so they can see it, easily digest it, eat it. Like both of these baits are floated off the bottom. Now, I'm gonna reel up the nightcrawler and the marshmallow because I believe they take everything undersized. Well, you guys aren't having enough law enforcement out there. Then. People will respect the law when they run into the badge, you know, and they get a ticket. That's how you get them to respect the law. Right? Great pike. So in California, we have what's called a minnow pike. And it's an okay fish. It kind of has it's a white fish. It's got a lot of bones, but it's an okay fish. I've never caught a northern pike, so I can't really weigh in on that. But from what I've seen, they're amazing. I'd love to catch one. I have watched Stranger Things. My kids love it, and it's okay. You know, it's sci-fi. You know, but it's pretty good. So if you're going to be in Malibu, you said? Some of your friends in California visiting this summer. Malibu, yeah. Okay, so Malibu, you're going to be by the ocean. You're going to want to go fish the piers if you're not going out on boats. If you can go out on a charter, I would go out of a charter, maybe out of Ventura County over there. But Ventura Sport Fishing's got some excellent charters. That's where I was born. Oh, a fish just jumped right in front of me over here. Goodness, come on, what is going on here? So there's fish biting for sure. They're just jumping right here in front of me right now. So yeah, bring some saltwater gear, conventional reels. You're going to be doing some deep fishing. Even if you're on the pier, you probably still want to have a conventional reel. I would recommend like 30-pound test, at least 20, 25. Most of the saltwater fishing you're going to be doing is with bait, but you can use some jigs. I recommend live bait. Certain places you can get a bucket of live bait. Otherwise, you can go to the beach and just catch sand crabs. So yeah, there's good surf fishing. There's good halibut fishing down there by Malibu if you go on a charter service. You can even fish the surf with like a Lucky Strike minnow. It's not live bait, but you can just cast a Lucky Strike minnow if you have a good casting rod, a good spinning reel, and fish for halibut along the shoreline there in the surf. There's excellent fishing in nearby Malibu. I got to say that. Yeah. Yeah, minnow pike you're going to run into in like the streams and lakes in Northern California. If you're in Malibu, you're not going to be going up to Northern California. It's like a 5-6 hour drive. Just fish the Malibu area. It's the ocean is what you want to fish down there. And if you go on a charter service, you can catch a yellowtail, not tuna, but there's a local fish known as a yellowtail. There's sheephead. There's lean cod. There is, like I said, the California halibut. There's all kinds of great fish down there. Bonita, surf perch, barracuda, all that good stuff. Northern pike's on my bucket list also, brother. Yeah, that's what you want to bring. Yeah, that's what you want to bring. Something fairly heavy, because the fish down there, there's some nice ones. I'll tell you, man, I can see some big trout jumping on the surface out in the middle of the lake right now. I can see some big ones hopping around out there. Nothing biting on the shoreline, though. Man, I wish I would have brought my raft here. Could have rowed out there. Probably just like tossed a Castmaster around. Thank you. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. This is Donner Lake, California, up by the summit of the Sierra Madre Sierras. We're up at about 6,500 feet. The summit's 62 or 7,200 feet. We're down below that. Oh, you guys see that right there? See that ring in the water right there? That was a trout. Right there. All right, I'm gonna check the line on the white rod there because I'll check the bait because I think the marshmallow has dissolved by now. Yeah, she dissolved. Put a fresh one on. So I've just got a little Tupperware container with some marshmallows. Okay, so that's what we're using. The night crawler. Ooh, she popped himself off. The night crawler and the marshmallow. So I'll show you. You should be able to see this. It floats, right? And that's what we're after. Trying to keep it floating. So when this goes out, it'll be a couple feet off the bottom. She's on the bottom. Kind of an old school technique. Fishing a night crawler with a marshmallow. The line's settling. I like to take the slack out of it as it settles. That's good. Oh yeah, there's some beautiful cabins out here. Beautiful cabins. But you know, they say the billionaires have pushed out the millionaires up here. if that gives you any idea of how much they cost. Yeah, I'd love to have a cabin up here. You know, yeah, it's a shame, right? When I was a kid, things weren't so expensive up here, and a group of me and my friends moved up into a cabin up here right after high school. And we stayed in the cabin for like a whole summer. It was like probably the funnest year of my life. But it was closer to Lake Tahoe. Closer to Lake Tahoe, which was even better, to be honest. You're over by South Shore where all the parties and stuff happen. So, as a kid, it was like, it was wild, bro. Let me just put it that way. As a young man, being up here in a cabin, it was crazy. Oh boy, those were the days. Those were the days. Mark Gold, what's happening? Understandable, yeah. It was wild. We had a blast. But then a couple years ago, I moved up here for a summer, and I worked on a sport fishing operation on Lake Tahoe, and that was almost funner than when I was a kid because I was more responsible. I made a bunch of money. I worked all summer long, and I got to fish the entire time. Yeah, that's exactly right, man. That's exactly right. It was more like 200,000 back then, 200K. Now 20 million, or 2 or 3 million for that same house. What was 200K back then is now, 2 or 3 million. And then what was, almost a million is now like 10 or 15 million. Oh man, I'm sorry, brother. I hope you get better. I hope you get better. Well, I came up here and fished, man, because I'm still going strong, and I'm like, okay, I better get out there and do it. I've got a doctor's appointment coming up, and I don't know what they're gonna tell me. Both of my grandparents died from cancer. My grandfather, on my father's side, died of stomach cancer when he was about my age, and I've been having these weird stomach pains and stuff. So I don't know if that's what it is, if I'm going to have to go through a bunch of stuff or not, But it might also just be that I'm fine, and that I'm just stressing myself out, I don't know until I go, but I hope you're all right, bro. Yeah, but I'm at that age now where I got to go in and start getting screened for cancer and stuff, and it's just how it is. But I don't smoke. I don't drink beer. I don't drink any alcohol. Uh, Worst thing I do is drink coffee and maybe a little sugar in it. So I'm hoping that keeps me kicking along for a while. I can keep making these videos with you guys, and we all get old, brother. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It just happens. I still have hopes and dreams. I want to get my boat back on the San Francisco Bay. I want to continue to do some commercial halibut fishing down there. And I want to do streams of it. I want to bring all you guys along with me when I go do it. It's just, you know, I got the boat in the slip down on the delta because it's too big of a boat to take out of the water all the time. So it just stays on a slip down there. And I'm struggling to make that bill. I've been able to take care of it up until now. But, you know, life is a struggle, you know, nothing good comes easy. You know, if it's a good thing, you're going to work for it, you know, and I know that. And so that's what I've been doing. And if I can make it work, I'll tell you what, it's going to be one heck of a cool thing to be part of, guys. There's not a give up in me. You know, I'm just going to keep grinding until either the wheels fall off, I can't grind anymore, or it's going to happen. You know, we're going to be out there commercial fishing for halibut, and I'm not going to be painting houses anymore. Because as you can see, my clothes has got paint on it. I got paint on my hands. You know, because that's what I have to do. When I'm not fishing, I'm painting houses to pay the bills and feed the kids and stuff. But I got to be honest, it's not what I want to do anymore. I've done it most of my life, and I'm sick of the chemicals. I'm honestly sick of working on other people's houses that I'm never going to be able to afford one like that, doing what I do. So I'm like, okay, if I have to work until I die, yeah, nothing's free in life. We just keep going. If I have to work until I die, that's fine. But I want to do something that I enjoy doing. So I want to commercial halibut fish until I can't fucking get up. Or excuse my language, guys. Until I can't get up and go out there and drag a fish on my boat and sell it, you know? At least I'll be doing something that I like to do. Right? That's kind of what I've logicked out in my mind. You know what I mean? And I've got the boat. It's just, you know, I got to pay to get the boat in a slip in the San Francisco Bay. I'm in the California Delta already, which leads out to the bay. So I got to drive the boat about 100 miles down the Delta out to the bay, which is honestly a mission all in itself, you know. But once I get out there, I can take it to a marina there and get it in the slip out there. Exactly, bro. Just having fun. I mean, it's work, right? You're working. It's not easy. You're up before the sun comes up. You know, you're selling fish until the end of the day. But it's something that I like to do. So, you know, it's better than breathing paint fumes and standing on ladders getting freaking you know, calluses on my feet and stuff, you know. I've been doing that for 25 years, you know. I've done commercial fishing here and there. I did commercial fishing out in Hawaii. It got me a taste of it. It let me realize what was possible. You know what I mean? And so now that I've gotten older, I'm like, okay, I'm getting a nibble. I've seen it move. I've seen it wiggle. Yep. Oh. I felt him tugging. He's out there. That was the power bait. We'll put some power bait back on there. See if we don't hook up on the other one right now too. Boy, that one sat for a while, huh? Before we got bit on it. Make sure she floats. She's floating. Damn, I missed that fish. Hopefully we get one to come back. Definitely gave me a tug. Well, we know there's fish biting, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Oh! They're playing with it, guys. Gonna let it be for a minute. Just let it be. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. I think it probably stole the bait by now. No.
Is it gas or electric? Gas. Okay, cool. And you don't know. I just put the boat in the water.
See what happens, guys. You got to let it settle, and then tighten it up. I don't know though. I didn't cast this one quite as far as the other ones we casted out, so we'll see. I might let it. I might pull it back up and toss it again here in a minute if nothing happens. We'll give it like 5 minutes, and then I think I'm going to change the night crawler and the marshmallow over to some power bait because I mean nothing's been biting on that for quite a while. See those fish, that little ring in right out there, right past the rod? That was a fish jumping. They're right here in front of us. That's why I didn't cast it out too far because I've been seeing them surface nearby the shore. But we're fishing for rainbow trout, brown trout, and lake trout. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put some power bait on this other rod because it's been out here for a while. We haven't gotten a nibble. This rod's been getting some nibbles, so let's go with that. I'm all for being patient and all, but nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Dough bait it is, guys. Floats. This one's going out as far as I can get it. Pretty deep. It's on the bottom. There she is. Clip out here. Get stuck on it halfway up. Let it settle. Gotta let it settle. Should have a fly rod here. Some little fish is eating stuff right off the surface, like 10 feet off the shore. Just over here to my right. I don't know what it is. Must be a little trout. Just about good. Should probably check the battery on the phone. Might need to put the battery on. Oh, we're still at 50 cent. We are in Northern California at USA, United States of America. This is Donner Lake. Beautiful place. We've been getting bites from trout. I hope I catch one here. I've got about an hour left before I have to go. Oh, right on. Northern Cali. Good to hear from you, brother. Yeah, we're right up here on I-80, bro. This is Donner Lake. All right, all right. I'm watching. I've been here for about an hour and a half. Just want to say thank you to everybody that has liked the stream, subscribed. Appreciate everybody. Greetings from Germany. What's happening? Cody? Kotai? What's up, Moscow? Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're fishing for either lake trout, rainbow trout, brown trout, or brook trout. This is Northern California. Oh yeah, so you're about an hour and 30-minute drive if you're in Sacramento to get here. If you just jump on 80. -0 oh my lord. It's not that cold here, man. It's like 65 where I'm sitting here in the sun. It's like, it's really nice actually. Sitting here in the sun is nice. Yeah, man. Come fish here or up at Lake Tahoe. You know, because you can go up 50 and just go up to Lake Tahoe on that side. Or if you come up 80, this brings you right to Donner Lake right here. So it's got a lot of stuff. It's got deserts, snow-capped mountains, oceans, bays, redwood forests. Rivers, beautiful swimming rivers. Fishing up at Tahoe's good. Fishing up at Tahoe, there's some good fishing up there. If you have a kayak, you can do really good up at Tahoe. You do kind of need to get on the water. There's a few spots from shore you can fish and catch fish, but you kind of gotta. It takes a while to find those spots. I could kind of describe it like if you go to Cave Rock, that's somewhere you could find if you just Google it. There's good fishing there. If you go to the Caspian campground, there's a public pier you can fish on there. If you go to the Gatekeepers park, there's a couple spots you can fish there. No crocodiles. None at all. Not in the whole state. We do not have crocodiles. Although somebody did release a crocodile into the California Delta, but it died. You know, the water's too cold. Thank God, right? Could you imagine if crocodiles would have taken hold in the California Delta? You'd never get rid of them. The place is a maze. Talk about invasive species, huh? Yeah, no, they can't live here. It's too cold. Too cold. Yeah, no more swimming, no more water skiing. You think the seals are bad, right? Oh boy, I don't mind the seals. A lot of fishermen have a problem with the seals, just because, like, you know, maybe eating salmon, striped bass, and stuff. But hey, look, so does shark. Shark eat that stuff too. I'm not complaining about them. I know it's part of the game. All right, we just gotta wait now. We got a couple of good baits out there. We just gotta wait. We've been getting bites on this bait already, so I know this is something that can work. We just gotta be patient now. Oh, I don't know if I'd go that far. I would continue fishing. They're not going to scare me away from fishing. Right? That's how I feel too. Well, that car, the huge car you're talking about, is named after this lake up here. Because it's a destination location for the entire world. Millions of people, and I'm not joking about this, millions of people visit Lake Tahoe every year, and it has a population of like 60,000 people for the whole lake. But millions come and visit every year. Ooh, 8 degrees, man. Man, I am just spoiled. I'm like, it's cold today. I better bring my jacket. It's like 65 degrees out here right now. Waiting for trout to bite. So we are on Donner Lake in Northern California. We're fishing for rainbow trout, lake trout, brown trout, and brook trout, if any are in here to bite. So we've had some bites. We were getting bites earlier. Didn't hook it, unfortunately. I switched both lines over to that type of bait, so hopefully now one of these two lines we'll get a fish on. And that's, you know, that's where we're at. That's what's going on. Zero degrees in Moscow, and it's very warm for the beginning of December. Whew. So the rainbow trout are stocked, the lake trout are native, the brown trout are native, and the brook trout are native. So there is some stocked fish, but there's some wild fish too. Las Vegas, Nevada. Will. How you doing, Will? Thank you for being here. All right, we got 70 likes in the stream, guys. Dang. I'm feeling like we're going to hit 100 likes today. Help me out. Help me get to 100 likes, everybody. I see fish jumping all across this. I know you guys can't see it from here, but I can see fish jumping all across the lake. It's actually a very, very beautiful thing to sit here and witness. Where am I at? This is Donner Lake in Northern California. USA. Oh yeah, big fish just jumped down there. Made a big ring. What's the sound? There is a road just to the left of me. Easy access to this lake. Oh, can you guys? I don't think you guys can see that, huh? There's a road nearby. Yes. Yes, there's a road just behind me. This is easy access, guys. There's these docks you can pull right up to and swim during the summer or fish off of, but the water's low. I'll show you real quick. Let me just show you what's going on here. So here we are fishing, right? There's the houses, the roads right above this little hill here. I'll take you up here. Okay. So here's the road, right? There's the docks. There's a whole bunch of these docks all along here. Way down there. And then way back up this way. You can fish at. Or swim during the summer. Whatever you fancy. Better get back down here to my rods before the fish steals the bait and takes off. Uh-oh. There we go. Very good. Yes, we have pine trees here. We are up in the mountains. Oh, in Ural, the Ural Mountains, huh? Yes, this is the Sierra Mountains. The Sierra Mountains. I can see fish jumping all across the lake from here. It's wild. Oh, why can't we catch some fish though? Well, we had bites. Hey, thank you to everybody that supports the stream, that likes, that subscribed. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all you guys for being here with me. Thank you all so much. It inspires me to go do more fishing. You know, like, I can't explain it, but it just inspires me to know that I have a channel and people are going to watch, and I get people from all around the world to come along and talk about fishing, and you know, we're here trying to catch some trout. To me, it's a very, very fun thing to do. I really appreciate all you folks. Thank you, bro. Yeah, you got to start somewhere. That's right. I've been streaming. I've been doing I've been live streaming for about a year now. But I started YouTubing a few years back, and I didn't really get subscribers any sufficient amount until I started live streaming. And in the last year, I've gotten about 750 subscribers. So that's pretty good, in 1 year's time. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's a slow build. A slow build, but I've been doing it, and it's been happening. Just takes time. That's right. It's like anything else. Nothing happens just immediately. Come on, fish. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep going. I dig doing this. I dig doing it. And I have a plan to make a store where we got merchandise, t-shirts and sweatshirts and hats and stuff. We get a little club going, fishing club. £26 last time out. That's awesome. Good for you, brother. That's a big fish. That's a big fish. From Manchester, what's happening? James. Thank you for being here, James. Perfect. It is pretty perfect out here, I gotta say. It's quite relaxing being here on the shores of the lake. It sure does. J-Dub. J-Dub, I like that name, J-Dub. Yeah, I was mentioning that earlier. I think it's a visual experience for everyone, right? So I think going to places that are visually stunning, beautiful, really helps with any live stream. Yes, there's some saltwater content. I fish for halibut. If you go to my channel, the first video that pops up on the main page of my channel is me fighting a shark out in the San Francisco Bay. I haven't done any saltwater in a minute, but I've been paying bills and just taking care of business and raising kids and stuff. But I do intend to get back out on the ocean. That's kind of the goal for the channel, is to get my boat to the San Francisco Bay and do halibut fishing and sell halibut in the San Francisco Fisherman's Wharf. That is the goal. I've just been doing this to keep going, stay relevant, And I love to fish. I can't go for too long without fishing. So I stream when I fish because it makes sense to. And years ago, I remember I was watching a fishing channel, and they were talking about how any fishing business now needs to have multiple streams of income. So they wanted to live stream, or not live stream, but make videos of their fishing trips. And they were commercial, I think, tuna fishermen. And fishing. Yeah, might as well stream it, right. They were trying to make extra money on top of the fish that they caught by live stream, or not live stream, but just making videos. And I thought, hey, that's a good idea. I should do that with my commercial halibut fishing. And now it's been a minute. I haven't been able to get back down and do the halibut fishing, but that's what I intend to do as soon as I get back down there. Yes, it's very fun. Halibut fishing, in my opinion, is the best. You're bouncing along the bottom there with some live bait, and then it just slams it, just bends your rod over. It's just great. But we're trout fishing today, and trout fishing is totally awesome also. Fishing for rainbow trout up in the mountains, up on the top of the Sierras, there's nothing like it. It's incredibly peaceful. It's incredibly peaceful. Thank you for being here with me, guys. Appreciate everybody. I didn't catch it anyways, bro. Lure fishing here? Yeah, it works. Most people troll with a lure. You need to get on a boat and you troll. Bait fishing is usually a little more productive from the shore. And I'm able to just sit and talk with y'all while we live stream. I'll lure fish when I'm not live streaming, because then I can kind of focus on just casting and reeling, casting and reeling. Oh, I will. I mean, that's the goal. That's like my long-term goal in life right now. Because it's a business, halibut fishing, commercial halibut fishing, because that's what I do. I mean, it's not all I do, right? Like right now I've been painting houses to make ends meet, right? But I have a boat. It's a commercial halibut fishing boat. It's docked up in the Delta right now. I got to get it moved back down to the San Francisco Bay. And when I do, I'll be able to start up again. Start doing it the right way. Oh, come on, fish. Come on, fish. I get you. That's funny. It's a lake, not a stream. Right on, bro. Well, today it's a lake and a stream. Come on, fish. We got to get one. It's time. It's time to pull one in. Jeez. Get a nice fat rainbow trout. It's not bad, not bad. Jokes are good. Jokes make people feel good. That's what's good about them, right? Thank you for all the likes, guys. We're at 75 likes. If we can get to 100 likes, that'll be the most likes I've ever gotten on a stream. That would be pretty cool. I would appreciate it if we could make that happen, guys. I don't think we have enough people with us right now, but maybe it can happen in the long run here. Oh yeah, no problem, bro. Always ask. We're fishing at Donner Lake in Northern California, USA. and we are fishing for rainbow trout, lake trout, brown trout, and brook trout. Got 78 likes, guys, almost 80. Killing it. Thank you all so much. Almost to 80. I'm messing with my tackle bag right now, so if I get a bite, let me know, guys. Here they are. I found what I was looking for. I'm gonna try some. I'm trying to put a float out. Oh, stepped on my coffee cup. Wouldn't be a fishing stream if I didn't spill my coffee. 79 likes, guys. You're awesome. I'm doing good. I can't pronounce your name, but I believe it's Japanese. I believe. Thank you for being here. Well, that sounds like a fixable problem, though, bro. I mean, at least you got a bunch of stuff. Truth. Oh, yeah. True. True. Well, you know, one true. Putting stuff everywhere, huh? I guess the thing to do would be to probably just mail it all back to wherever you want it to be, right? Just put it all in a box and mail it back home. I mean, unless you have big stuff like cars and trailers and stuff parked all over the nation. I mean, then that would be troubling. All right. So we are in Northern California on Donner Lake. We are fishing for rainbow trout, brook trout, brown trout, and lake trout. So that's what we're doing. That's what we got out in the water. We got 3 lines in the water right now. I got 2 power bait lines because we were getting bites on power bait, so I figured we'll two power bait lines out. For a while, I had a night crawler and a marshmallow on, but nothing ate that, so I switched over to just power bait because we were getting bites on that, and it's been stagnant for a while now. Still as beautiful as ever, and thank you for being here, guys. What did you just state that? What am I fishing for? We're fishing for trout. Rainbow trout, lake trout, brown trout, and brook trout is what we're hoping to catch. Well, like I said, if it's just a bunch of random stuff, I would just put it in a box and send it back to where you want it, But if, it's like big stuff, that presents a bigger problem. You're just going to have to go get it if you want it, Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the stream. Oh, yeah. Smoked trout is awesome. Smoked trout. Trout smokes better than salmon, if you ask me. It just lends itself to being seasoned, flavored. I don't know, man. I mean, I was fishing with night crawlers earlier, and I didn't get any bites, and I started getting bites on the power bait, the dough bait. So I put that out, and then now nothing. So I just put a night crawler on a float out, so that's kind of just hanging a couple feet under the surface out there. Because there is little trout hitting the surface along the banks here. So, I thought, well, it wouldn't hurt to put a night crawler under a bobber out here. See what happens with that. So I'm trying a couple different things. I had a night crawler and a marshmallow out, kind of deep, floating off the bottom, but that didn't work. So, and then now I'm just hoping that the power bait works because I was getting bites on that, but it's gotten slow. So I don't know. But thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate everybody. It is a beautiful place to sit and fish, and it's super peaceful. Yeah, sometimes marshmallows do work good, but it just wasn't happening here today. I don't know. I think I'm going to move this one line. See if I can't get it to a spot where this because I had it, I casted it a little deeper than where it was when I was getting the bites. So we'll leave it right there. Maybe something will see it and come and eat it now. Sometimes you got to move it around a little, Yeah. Then that's a problem, you know. You're just gonna have to go get it if you want it. Of course, you already know that. It's a good problem though, having stuff all over the place. It's not a bad problem. It's not a bad problem. Oh, there's a train going across the way on the mountainside. You guys want to see the train? It goes through those. It goes through that tunnel there. Come on, fish! Oh. Right about there is good, huh? Doug, what's happening? Dayton, Ohio. What's up, brothers? Thank you for joining. We're fishing up on the mountains today. Fishing for trout up in the mountains. If it moved, it was probably my foot. All right, guys. Any luck? No luck, bro. I mean, I had some bites, but I was unable to hook the fish. So, come on, fish! It's time, right? Yeah, it's time for some fish. Am I in China? No. I'm in Northern California. We are up here in California. That's California, USA. For those of you that don't know where California is. Yeah, I need the luck, man. I need the luck. Send me some luck, guys. Everybody think positive vibes. Don't be afraid to like and subscribe. Help me get to 100 likes, guys. We're 15 likes away. If we get to 100 likes, that's the most likes I've ever gotten on a live stream. That'll make me happy. I'll make it all worth it. Come on, fish. catch and cook. Not cook today, or not on this live stream. I could, if I catch one, I'll cook it and make a video of cooking it. But I won't be able to live stream. I won't be able to live stream that, unfortunately. I just don't have anything here to cook with. But I am definitely planning on catching and cooking. Seven likes, guys. We're getting there. If we can just get to 100 likes, that'll be the most likes I've ever had on a live stream. $88. We're marching forward. What am I smoking? It's America. Take it home and cook. I don't know. Trout's good smoked. Come on, fish. Man, we're getting close to 100 likes. We're at 89 likes. Come on, fish. Man, I can hear there's fish jumping all over the dang place. No fish for me, though. Doesn't seem right. Seems like I should at least have one fish. Can I catch a big fish? Well, I generally attempt to catch big fish all the time. Smoked trout is good. So if you watch some of my shorts, you'll see big largemouth bass, big catfish, some halibut. What kind of bait am I using? I've got a night crawler on a float out there, just dangling under a bobber out there, and then I've got power bait on the lines. I was using a night crawler and a night crawler and a marshmallow out deep to keep the night crawler off the bottom, but I didn't get any bites on that, and then I started getting bites on the power bait, so I switched both the lines over to power bait. So that's kind of how we got to where we're at right now. Please like and subscribe, guys. At least like. Subscribe if you like fishing outdoor stuff. We're trying to get to 100 likes right now. That would be the most likes I've ever gotten on a live stream. So that would be a milestone. Let's make it happen. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Oh, man. Come on, 10 likes, right? Let's make it happen. Ooh, the sun's starting to get dipping in the sky now. Yes, a worm is a night crawler. It's a big, fat worm. Fish usually really like them. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, it's starting to get a little chilly out here. I can feel the sun dipping into the clouds. Starting to cool off a little bit. I think down to about 50 degrees right now. Nice and warm, like 60 degrees. It's like perfect for a while. Any luck? Well, I was getting bites on the power bait. That kind of slowed down. So that's about it so far. No fish yet. But I'm still grinding. I'm still staying at it. We're still trying to make it happen. Yeah, garden. You can definitely get worms from your garden, or you can buy them. Or we live here, you can buy a box of night crawlers for like $3. You get a dozen of them. Yeah, you keep telling me that. I'm gonna have to buy some black licorice. Black liquid licorice. Huh. I don't think I caught that before. Black liquid licorice. And that's a good attractant, huh? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna get some. Make a stream. Harley Eagles. Yes, I am up at Donner Lake in Northern California, up on 80, and up by Lake Tahoe, and we are fishing for rainbow trout, brook trout, lake trout, and brown trout. Oh no, where are you at? The snow is right over there. Australia. Huh. I wonder why you don't. I'm sure they would work. It's kind of like a go-to thing here. But maybe it just doesn't work down there because they're not as available because of the heat. Seems like there's a lot of desert in Australia. Like and subscribe, please, guys. We're trying to get to 100 likes. We're at 91 likes. We're almost there, guys. Help me get there, please. Harley Eagles 88. I like that name. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Done and done. Okay. All right, farmer, Iraqi veteran farmer. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, but we use other bait. Okay. Very cool. Your engine size was your bike engine? 88 cubic centimeters, right? The Harley's done in cubic, not cubic inches, right? I thought the car was done in 450 cubic. Yeah. Oh, it is 88 cubic inches. That's awesome. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. If it's in the bush, probably use worms. Yeah. So there's in the creeks and stuff, it seems to work a lot better. Roma, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here. Appreciate all you guys for being here. I really do. I appreciate everybody liking the stream and helping me get to 94 likes. Trying to get to 100, but we're doing really good. It's a very successful live stream today. Do I fly fish? I do. I do fly fish. I haven't fly fished in quite a while. I have a fly fishing pole in my shed. I need to break it out and go do some fly fishing because I have an excellent fly fishing river nearby my home. It's just been so foggy and cold down there. I haven't done it in a while. $95 likes, man. We're so close. No fish today. Stealth fire fishing. Fish on. Yeah, we're at 96. I think we're a tie for the highest amount of likes I've ever gotten on another stream was 96. I didn't quite make it to 100 on that stream. But I think we're going to make it today because I've still got some time to continue to fish for a while. Oh, man. Fishing is a lifelong hobby for a lot of people. I'm right there with you, bro. Yeah, I'm really hoping to catch a fish still. I mean, I've got 3 lines in the water. And, still trying. Still grinding here. Come on, fish! I spent a lot of time fly fishing. I really got into it when I was a kid. And I caught one of the nicest trout that I've ever caught in my life fly fishing out on the river. And then I kind of faded out of it. I don't know. I just kind of faded out of it. But yeah, I have done quite a bit of fly fishing. They can weigh themselves. They got scales. I like it. I like it. Yeah, walking and fishing helps rest the mind, right? Helps you find peace. Come on, fish. Creek fishing. Yeah, creek fishing can be very productive. Walking up and down the creeks. I find you just walk up the center of a creek because you're not fighting the brush and everything. The creeks out here in NorCal are very heavily brushed. There's a lot of brush around them, so you can't really walk on the banks. A few of them you can, like by the parks and things, but most of the creeks are so heavily covered in brush, the only way you can fish them is to walk up the center. Cool. Oh, really? One more like. I'm showing 2 more likes. I fish for fun because it is fun. I fish commercially for halibut. I fish for table fare when I'm fishing for trout like this. When I'm fishing for catfish and bass, I'm basically fishing for fun. If I can catch a crappie, I will eat that because they taste amazing. Red Bricks, what's happening? Thank you for the 100%. So I'm still showing 98 likes. Let's get to 100. Okay, now I'm showing 99. Crappie are really good fried. They are. Crappie are like some of the best tasting freshwater fish you can get your hands on. We are in Northern California, up on Donner Lake. All right, we made it. I made it to 100 likes. And you subscribed. Thank you so much. Yeah, right. 101. Yeah, we made it, guys. We did it. This is the most liked stream I've ever done. Thank you all so very much. Successful. New record. That's right. And we just got to keep on pushing now, guys. That's what it's about, right? I got to catch some fish is what I got to do. Jeez. What's that? Oh, that's a bird. Okay. I saw a little critter swimming across the water. I was like, what is that? Wasn't sure what it was for a second, but it's a bird. It's a bird. Oh, so we got power bait on right now, and then I got a night crawler under a bobber out over there too. I'm gonna reel one of these up. Because nothing's happening on it. Put it back out. I think that's about perfect. Let that line settle for a second. I'll be right back. All right. All right. Oh, the bubbled weights. I don't. I used to have a bunch of them, but I don't really have them anymore. When you're fishing for trout, you run light gear. Yes. Both these are pretty light. yeah, I just want to say once again, thank you guys so much for liking the stream and supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. I have put a lot of time and energy into getting the channel where it is. So thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. Oh, all right. I got you. Yeah, we're here at Donner Lake in Northern California, fishing for trout. We're fishing for rainbow trout, lake trout, brook trout, and brown trout. Any one of those guys we're hoping to catch. Thank you all so much for supporting the stream and liking the channel. I can't say thank you enough. Oh, I just saw a big old fish jump down there. That was a nice one. Donner Pass, that's right. We're up here in the mountains. Northern California, USA, Donner Pass, Donner Mountain, Sierra Summit. It might have. I have a bobber out there actually, with a night crawler hanging under it. We got 3 lines out right now. Yeah, you would think, but there hasn't been very much snow this year at all. I mean, there's snow on the mountains around me. You can see up there, there's some snow, you know. There's some snow out there. But not right here, you know. It's starting to get cold though. Right now, the sun is about ready to dip over that mountain. And yeah, it's starting to get cold. Yeah, we're fishing for trout, Scott. That's definitely what we're fishing for. Got some Copenhagen? No. No tobacco for me, bros. Is there a dam on the lake? Not really. There's like a small deal where they can control like about 4 feet of water. But this is a natural lake. Oh, you just got your first dust of snow out in Salt Lake City, huh? Whew. Yeah, it's been a dry winter. Golden or cutthroat? Ooh. Right here, we're fishing for rainbows and lake trout. There could be a few cutthroat trout in here, but not so much, which is kind of surprising. I think the Mackinac, the lake trout kind of outcompeted the cutthroat in this lake. The cutthroat trout in Lake Tahoe and Donner Lake were like exterminated in the early part of the 19th century because of overlogging and overfishing. They actually started commercial fishing for them in the lakes with nets and stuff. They brought trawlers up, and yeah, not a good situation. Have I fished pyramid? Yes. I have fished Pyramid. There is some amazing cutthroat trout up there. They've been planting cutthroat trout back in Lake Tahoe. I would assume they should plant some here, but I haven't seen them do it yet, which is kind of surprising to me. And there's fish jumping. Let me show you this. Do you see? Can't really see it. See those bubbles right there? That was a fish that just jumped right there, right here next to me. Like, out from where I'm at. Suckers. 20 feet out from where I'm at. Yeah, Pyramid's got giant fish. Pyramid is like the basically it's the best trout fishing lake in the world now, since they brought those giant cutthroat trout back off from the brink of extinction. You know, I mean, yeah. They just want me to know they're here. Yeah, exactly. Those suckers. Yeah. Yeah, Donner Lake in general is a very cold place. This whole Truckee area. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Very cold place. So, like, Truckee is one of the coldest places in America. Like, on average, for average temperatures. And it's weird. I think it's because it's like in a snow shadow or in a mountain shadow. But it's a very cold location. I'm not going to answer that. Yeah, guys, I want to say once again, thank everybody for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. It's been an absolutely epic stream. We've gotten over 100 likes. And I can't say thank you enough for that. It's been a great day fishing. It's kind of warm. Like when the sun was up higher, it was like 65. Right now it's like yeah, the Donner Party, what happened here? That's a sad story. But right now it's probably about 40 degrees. I'm starting to get cold. Yeah, I told the story about how the cannibal people and stuff earlier. Yeah, it was a pretty bad story. Only a couple people survived. They made it down the mountain. Got to go. All right, thank you for being here, Stealth. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to wrap it up in a minute anyhow. I got to get going. I would love to do some ice fishing. I've never gone ice fishing. I watch a lot of videos on ice fishing just because it intrigues me. You know, the whole idea of sitting out there, doing the whole thing on the ice. It sounds amazing to me. Yeah, guys, it's about that time for me. It's about that time. Gonna have to shut it down here in a minute. Okay, Utah, huh? I'll keep that in mind. It's not that far of a drive, you know? Like I could be there in a day and a half. You know what I mean? Just got to hit the road and get up there. What's a good lake to go to up there? Another question for you. Can I just bring a post hole auger to dig the ice hole, or do I need a special type of auger so don't break the ice fall through the water. Thank you all so much for supporting the stream, guys. I can't say thank you enough. It means a lot to me. Well, guys, this dang thing. All right, dudes, check it out. Tight lines, look after yourselves and each other, and fish on, brothers. See you next time.